Praise the Lord. Thank you for joining through this meeting. Today we are going to see more about Genesis chapter 40. Please, everybody, open the Bible and keep it in front of you. Genesis chapter 40. So let me go through that chapter slowly and the same way, steadily, so you can understand. And here for this chapter, I want to give the topic, how does God prepare us in silence? What do you mean by silence? Silence means sometimes we see in our life, but nothing is happening. It is as usual. And sometimes disappointment is also happening. Okay. But everything running as usual. And at that time, we can think that why God is not doing anything. I'm praying. God knows I'm struggling, but God is not doing anything. So in that time, what actually happening, that's what we are going to see today through the help of life of that is through the Joseph. So today's topic is, how does God prepare us in silence? And Genesis chapter 40. In Genesis chapter 39 is a bridge chapter actually. Previous class, I taught you about Genesis chapter 39. It's a bridge chapter between Joseph's early life and his rise to power. You all know that Joseph is going to become next to Pharaoh, that is the king of Egypt. But 39 is a bridging chapter. 39 chapter explains why Joseph ended up in prison. You all know that Joseph was sold and was sent to Egypt. And there he was working in one master's house. Then he was sent to prison. Isn't it? So Genesis 39 ends up in prison. But and then what happened in the prison, that's what we are going to see today class. Moreover, when Joseph was in Potiphar's house, what actually happened is that he has no freedom, no family, no position, but God was with him. But what happened in this, Potiphar trusted him and put him in charge of the entire house. So God's favor is not dependent on your situation. Even in the low position, God is preparing you for leadership for his purpose. Then what happened in that house? Joseph learned how to manage, how to organize, how to be a leader, how to be a faithful man. All these things he was learning in Potiphar's house slowly. And now, after that, after some time, Joseph's character was tested because Potiphar's wife repeatedly tries to seduce Joseph, and Joseph refused every time. And because why Joseph was refusing, he was telling it is sin against God. It is sin, it is a betrayal against the Pharaoh, that is Potiphar's, that is his master, and it violates his purity. He wants to live holy. So every time he is denying. So before God use you publicly, he first tests you privately in your life also. If you want to become a great man, great woman, God is going to test you when you are privately. So that's what happening there. God is testing Joseph. And after some time, what happened? The Potiphar's wife told lies, accusing Joseph of trying to assault her. So Joseph was thrown into prison, even though he's innocent. So what happened? So sometimes doing what is right leads to suffering, but God uses it for good. I did good, but I'm in suffering position. Don't worry about it, because God is going to do it good for you. And then Jesus must be in the prison. Why? In order to meet the two persons, the cupbearer and the baker. Their connection becomes a doorway for Joseph to meet Egyptian king Pharaoh. And that afterward, he became next to Pharaoh. He was going to be lifted to the highest position. For that, he has to go to prison and has to meet two persons, cupbearer and baker. So even in prison, the Lord was with Joseph. Joseph find favor with the prison wardener, and there also he became the leader again. So what all the things he became? He was leader in the Potiphar's house, isn't it? First of all, he was leader in his own house. That's why his father Joseph, Jacob gave him a long sleeve dress. The long sleeve dress means he is the head of the tribe. So there also he was a leader. That's why the brothers are angry and they did all wrong things to him. Even when he came to Egypt, he was a leader in the master's Potiphar's house. Then even he was thrown in the prison. He was leader in the prison, and in future he was going to be leader in Egypt. So what you learn from this is, your situation may change, your circumstance may change, but God's calling does not. But God calling is going to remain as if, and if you stay faithful to God, God will cause you to rise anywhere. Don't say because of I'm staying here, I'm like this, because of this school, because of this church, because of my parents, because of my situation, because of this financial problem, I'm like this. Don't say like this. God can use you anywhere, and God calling can happen you anywhere, and God can rise you wherever you are. That's what we came to know so far from the life of Joseph. So Joseph's life is full of trials, problems. So trial prepare you. That's what trial prepared Joseph in Potiphar's house. There was a trial. And temptation shape you. There Potiphar's wife was tempting Joseph, but the temptation shape you as a great man. So, and a trouble positions you. Because in trouble where he was sent to prison. This was a dungeon. It was an underground prison. There, God is going to position you in the correct place. From there, God is going to position you in the correct place. So far, we learn all these things. But today, what we are going to learn, I'll share the screen now. Okay, then only you can understand what we are going to learn today. Today, what we are going to learn is from Genesis chapter 40. How does God prepare us in silence? Genesis chapter 40. Okay, let me go to the chapter wise. So the theme of this Genesis chapter 40 is God develop your character, compassion, and also the God's gift and faith more deeply in the season where seems to be silent. You are very popular in the school, in the house, in the church, among your relatives, among your friends. You are very popular. You are so busy. At that time, God cannot change any character of you. When you are nowhere, when everybody dejected you, when you are great problem, nobody is talking to you. Nothing is happening according to your wish. Everything happening opposite. So you became so silent. And nobody is thinking about you. Everybody forgot you. You are thinking even God forgot you. No, God is not forgetting you. God is developing your character. God is developing your compassion. God is developing your God's given gift. God is increasing your faith during this silent period. People may think, oh, you are forgotten a long time back. I forgot your name itself. I don't know whether you are here. You are there. Maybe people can think like that. But God is developing slowly so many things in your life. Everyone has a season. Don't think that all the people are very happy all the time, very popular all the time, very remembered by all the people all the time. No, every person in his life has a season where he feels slow prayer, feels unanswered. His prayer is unanswered. Nothing exciting is happening. Feeling so forgotten. What God is still doing in my life. Everybody will go through this. But Genesis chapter 40 is a Joseph silent season, silent period. No miracles, no dreams to him, no breakthrough. Just he is waiting in the prison. He don't know when he is going to come out of the prison. He don't know what his life is going to be. Now he is not even seeing the outside world. He is in dungeon, underground prison. Nothing has changed. Everything is same as usual. His suffering is still there. No miracles, no dreams to him. When he was in his home house, in his parents' house, he got dreams, so many dreams and interpretation. He was very happy, but there's no miracle, no dreams, no breakthrough, just waiting. Yet in this chapter, the first step before this is the first step before the greatest promotion of Joseph's life in Genesis chapter 44. In your life also, when nothing is happening, that is God is doing something, you are going to be promoted to highest position. So number one, God sends right people in your silent period. What is going to do? He is going to send right people in your silent period. Maybe you have joined at this Sunday class. Maybe this is a correct place for you, so you can understand more thing about Joseph, because so many teen children are going through the life like Joseph. So God sent right people in your silent period to understand what is happening in your life. Because nobody is ready to explain you at that time, God can send right people to explain you, to help to explain your situation, to help you to come out of this. The Pharaoh became what is happening is in Pharaoh's palace. Let us go to that. Pharaoh became angry with the two high-ranking officers. Pharaoh was the king of Egypt. He was very angry with the two high-ranking officers. Who are the high-ranking officers? One was a cupbearer. Next was a baker. Who was the cupbearer? Cupbearer was responsible of tasting wine for the king. In those days, the life of the king was threatened in all ways. They want to kill the king anyway. So they want to poison the king, whatever he was drinking, whatever he was eating. So there were two people in higher position. Those people has to drink the thing what the king is going to drink before. So before the king going to drink, they have to drink it, and before the king is going to eat, that person has to eat it. We call it as a cupbearer. The cupbearer drinks the wine before the king is going to drink it. When then the king check whether he is fine in his health and mentally, then only the king drink it. So this is a cupbearer responsible for tasting wine for the king. Next is a baker responsible for preparing the king's food. Every food this baker has to prepare, and the cupbearer has to prepare the wine, and they have to taste it first, then only give it to the king. So the preparation is there, tasting is there, everything depends upon the two people, cupbearer and baker. They were imprisoned. But why they were imprisoned? Because somebody came and told Pharaoh, this cupbearer and baker are going to kill you. They are not honest people. Something bad things they came and told about these two people. So the king was not happy with these two higher officials. The king put them, throw them out of their job and throw him in the prison where Joseph was. So and that place, Joseph, the captain of the prison, assigned Joseph to be a leader of this cupbearer and baker. Joseph is going to serve cupbearer and baker, and he's going to taking care of this cupbearer and baker, because Joseph is appointed as a leader in the prison also by the captain of the prison. So now the two people are there. So lesson 1, what we are learning in the silent people is, in silent season, God bring the right people into your life to prepare you. God may put you, for example, God may put you in a class, in a job or a situation with people who will shape your future, even if you don't see it now. Sometimes when you go to the new grade, they will change the section. You'll be worrying, oh, my friend go to next section, I was so friendly to her, now he is not with me. You will feel so sad. Don't feel sad. God only changed the section because he is going to introduce new people in your life. They are going to change so many things in your life. So don't think that you are alone. Don't think this is why it is happening. So God maybe put you in a new class or new job or new situation with the people who will shape your future, even if you don't see it now. Now you don't know, but in future you can understand it. So now this is what happening. Next is God teaches compassion in silent period. Genesis chapter 40, 5-7. What happened in Genesis chapter 45-7? One day Joseph wakes up and notices the sadness of prisoners. Now the two prisoners are under his control. Who are the two prisoners? They were the great higher officials who were once working in the Pharaoh's house. One was a cupbearer, one was a baker. One day, when Joseph got up and saw those two people, they were very sad. And he asked, why do you look so sad today? Can you see here? This is an amazing question. Because why? Joseph himself is in prison, yet he is able to see the pain of others. He himself is in prison. Okay, but even though he was in prison, he is able to see the pain of others. So this prepares for leadership. If you want to be the leader, what you have to do, a leader must love, notice people, even when they themselves are hurting. They were in great pain. They were hurt. But still, if you want to become a leader, you have to show the love and notice the people who are hurt. Don't think, I am itself worrying. Why I have to care about you? You do whatever. I am least bothered about you. You go to hell. I have nothing with you because still I am suffering. Why I have to help you? That person cannot be a leader. If you want to be a leader, you must love, notice people even when they themselves are hurting. So this is what is happening. So what lesson you learn from this situation? When life feels tough, don't become bitter. When you are very, very, very sad, something is not happening as you wish, you are very sick, you are not able to study well, you are not getting good marks, no people are loving you, every people are hating you and sending away from them, don't feel bitter. Use your pain to help others who are hurting. You don't hurt others, but you try to help the people who are hurted like this or who are very sad. Go to them, talk to them, show the compassion, show the love to them. So that is a lesson we are learning here. Now, what is happening now? Now, third point, God prepares your gift in silence. Well, let us see how God is preparing the gift of Joseph in his silent period in prison in Genesis chapter 40, 6-18. Now, these two persons are telling, we had the both officers are telling we had a troubling dream on the same night. Okay, that's why they look sad in the morning. That's why they said we had a very bad dream, but nobody is there to interpret our dream, so we are very sad. So that's a dream in the prison. The both officers had troubling dreams on the same night. They look sad in the morning, and Joseph asked, "What is wrong?" They say, "There is no one to interpret that. That is the problem. The dream is not the problem. The problem is there is no one to interpret the dream. That is a problem." Now, so Genesis 40 verse 8 says, "We both had dreams." They answered, "But there is no one to interpret them." Then Joseph said to them, do not interpretation belong to God. Tell me your dreams." He's telling the interpretation belong to God. So Joseph's reply was a key statement. Interpretation belong to God. He does not give credit to himself. He gives directly credit to God, even in his suffering. So Joseph is going to practice the gift God has given him, dream interpretation. Now the time has come for Joseph to practice the gift. Even in the silent period, even in the dungeon, even in the prison, he has got the opportunity to practice the God's given gift. What is it? Interpretation of dreams. Now, lesson 3 is, what you will learn, lesson 3 in this point is, your gift grow the most in the silent period. If you have any gift like singing, like playing music, like preaching the gospel, memorizing the Bible verse, you have got the talent of leadership, talent of taking responsibility of others' problem, everything you are having, God is going to grow that most in your silent season, not in a very popular season. Don't waste your waiting time. Use this time to develop your skill, to develop your talent, to develop your spiritual gift. Don't think you are alone. Don't think everybody forget you. Everybody don't care about you. Don't think all these things. This is a waiting period. Develop everything what you know. More time. Develop it, develop it, develop it. Because silent season are the training seasons. God is training you for a greatest position. He's going to take you to the greatest situation, greatest circumstance. For that you need training. That training period. Don't waste. Develop your skill, talent, spiritual gift, writing gift, speaking gift, memorizing gift, speaking outwardly, showing compassion, taking responsibility, leadership gift, everything. If you're having, develop it every day. Develop it. Don't be bitter in your heart. Don't say, "I don't want to help you. I am still in the agony. Why I have to help you?" Then you cannot become a leader. If you want to become a leader, if you want to become a leadership person in your life, you have to develop all the skills during the silent season. Then fourth point, God prepares you to speak God's truth boldly in silence period. The silent period, you are talking directly to the God. So God is giving the boldness to speak his word very, very boldly. That's what happened. God, now Joseph is going to interrupt the dream, and he's not going to afraid to tell the dream. He's going to tell it directly, because it is God's truth that we are going to see in Genesis chapter 40, 9 to 19. Now, one man, so what is it? So now Joseph is going to interpret the two dreams, the dream of a cupbearer, dream of a baker. One man will be restored. One man is going to again become the same position. King is going to call, "Oh, you are a good man. Come again, do your work." On one man, king is going to say, "You are a bad person. I'm going to kill you." So these two things are going to happen. One man will be restored to his work. One man will be executed, finished. Joseph has the courage to speak God's truth, both good and difficult thing. Okay, good thing we always say, but it is a very bad thing, difficult thing we hide it. But Joseph has great courage to talk boldly about God's truth. One person is going to be restored, one person is going to be executed. That was the dream. So now how the interpretation of the dream, interpretation of the cupbearer. Now the cupbearer is telling, okay, Joseph tell, okay, I'm ready to interpret, tell the dream. So the cupbearer told his dream. What is the dream of the cupbearer? It is there in Genesis chapter 40, 9 to 15. What is the dream? There was a vine with the 3 branches blossom. A vine has 3 branches with full blossom with the grapes, and the grapes are very ripe grapes, big ripe grapes. 3 branches, one tree, 3 branches. In the branches there are more grapes, ripened grapes. So what did the cupbearer did? Immediately he plucked the ripened grape, squeezed the grape in the Pharaoh's cup, and that's all. Squeeze the grape in the Pharaoh. Pharaoh is a different cup. In that cup, he plucked the grape and squeezed that juice in the Pharaoh's cup. That's all. The dream is over. So what is the interpretation given by Joseph? Joseph said, the 3 branches is equal to 3 days. Since you squeeze the grape into the Pharaoh's cup, you are going to become a cupbearer again to the king. King is going to call you back within 3 days. After 3 days, king is going to call you again. So you are going to become again as a cupbearer. Your problem is finished. So he was very happy. Oh, what is this? Then he said, then to that man, Joseph request, please remember me. When you sure you are going to Pharaoh's house, you are going to become again a higher official cupbearer. At that time, please remember me. Mention me to Pharaoh. He explained, I am kidnapped. I didn't do anything wrong. Now I'm imprisoned. I'm pure. I'm innocent, but I'm imprisoned. Please tell me about your king. Please, please. Who requested? Joseph requested. And hearing that the baker also, I want to tell my dream. The dream interpretation super. I want to tell. Okay, tell. So what was the interpretation of the baker dream? It is there in Genesis chapter 40, 16 to 19. The dream is 3 baskets on his head. He was walking. At that time, birds came and birds eating the bread from the top basket. From the top basket, the birds are coming and eating the bread. Okay, it is the bread, the basket is open. It is not closed, it is open. Since it is open, the birds came and the bread from the top basket. So that is his dream, finished. Now the interpretation is that the 3 basket is equal to 3 days. So after 3 days, you will be executed. You are going to find you are a guilty person. God is going to know. The Pharaoh, the king came to know that you are a guilty person. They are going to execute you or hanged. So this is hard truth. But Joseph does not change God's message to be pleasant. He told it courageously. So this after that, what happened? The dream fulfilled exactly at Genesis chapter 40, 20 to 22 on the Pharaoh's birthday. So on the 3rd day, Pharaoh's birthday came. He restored the cupbearer and he executed the baker exactly as Joseph said. So what does this prove? God gave the dream, number 1. Number 2, God gave the interpretation. Number 3, God controls kings, prison and future, and your future and my future. Everything is under God's control. So dream fulfilled. Then what happened? The 5th point is God prepare you through disappointment. God prepared through disappointment in silent period. Genesis chapter 40, 23. The sad ending. The cupbearer did not remember Joseph. He forgot him. The chapter, how the chapter is ending? The chapter ending so sad. What's the sad thing? The cupbearer did not remember Joseph. He forgot. Joseph is faithful, but still forgotten. People forget, but God never forgets us. The waiting continues for how many days? 2 years, not days, for 2 years after the interpretation of the dream, after the fulfillment of the dream. The cupbearer became a cupbearer again. The baker was executed, hanged, he died. The 2 years gone. Every day this Joseph was waiting. Oh, maybe today, this cupbearer might have tell about me to the king. Today, maybe today, maybe tomorrow, maybe 2 after tomorrow. Nothing came. The days are running. The years are running. 2 years ran. Nothing changed. The waiting continued for 2 years. But the delay leads to Joseph meeting Pharaoh in Genesis chapter 41. So what lesson we learn from this? Silent period often includes painful disappointment. Very highly disappointed. I cannot bear it. It is so tough for me. It is so tough. But God uses them to make you stronger. You are going to become stronger and stronger and stronger every day if you're facing the more and more painful disappointment in your silent season. Don't give up when people forget you, when people ignore you, when people overlook you. God never forget you, my children. God never ever forget. God never forget Joseph. The same way God never forget you and me. He will certainly look after. 6th point, God prepares you testing your character in silence. How God prepare you? By testing your character. God is going to test our character in the silent period. Even the other people are forgotten. But still God is also testing. How God is testing? Let us see from the lives of Joseph. Joseph remained faithful. Wherever he go, Potiphar's house, he was faithful to his parents, faithful to his brothers, faithful everywhere. And he told the parent, your son are doing bad things. They are doing bad behavior. We don't know what bad things they did. So he went and told the father, why not to make a fight? to rectify them, to make them a good person, to change into a good character person. But they took it wrong. So, and again, he went to slave Potiphar's house. This lady told all lies thing. He was sent into the prison. The prison also he is faithful. Even though everybody forget him, he was faithful. He was hardworking. Wherever he go, he worked hard. And he was a humble person. He said, I didn't do anything bad. Everything belonged to God. Interpretation belonged to God. I didn't interpret. Only through God. He's very humble. He's very pure man. Even that Potiphar's wife want to seduce this man. Please come. Please come. I want to be with you. I want to be with you. Don't know. I won't do the mistake. This is sin against God. It is betraying my master. It is against my purity. So he was very pure. He's always obedient. Wherever he go, he's very obedient. These are the 5 characters. What God expects me and you as a teen children. God expects this from you. Even though nobody is watching. That is very, very important. If parents are near you, if mother is near you, if mother went to work, if father went to work, if you come from the school and do all bad things, when the parents come, you close everything as if you are studying, as if you are very nice children. No. Don't think God is seeing you. Even the parents are there. Even mother is not there. Even father is not there. Even the teacher is not there in your class. You should not copy from other people. Teacher is not there, so I can copy from other people. My friend is not there. I want to take that pencil. I will steal that. Nobody is seeing me. I steal the food. I'll steal the pencil. I'll steal everything. Nobody is seeing me. It is wrong. It is wrong. So Joseph remained faithful, hardworking, humble, pure, obedient, even though nobody is watching. So the last at the point in time, God prepares your purpose. Your purpose of your life. Why you born in this world? Why you born to your parents? Why you born in this place, in this house, in this situation, in this time? What is the purpose? Each and every person has a purpose in the life. God never bring forth a person in this world without any purpose. Every person has a purpose. The purpose has to fulfill. For the purpose to fulfill, God surely keep you and me in a silent period. In a silent period, then only God can prepare us for his purpose. That's why Joseph was in silent period in the prison 2 years, 2 years, 2 years there. Nothing is happening. What was going? So Genesis chapter 40 ends quietly. How it ends? Joseph still in prison. Nothing dramatic happened. But everything that happened inside Joseph prepare him for Genesis chapter 41, the moment he stands before Pharaoh and became the ruler of the Egypt. You are going to be like that. Don't think that nothing is changing. You are so quiet. Everybody forgot you and nothing is happening according to you. But God, inside you are changing every day. God is increasing your faith. God is increasing your purity. God is increasing your humble character. God is increasing you to make you do work hard. God is increasing to be a faithful person and an obedient person. Every day you are changing inside. Nobody understand it, but you are changing. So what lesson we learn? Silence is not absence. Silence is preparation. Can you understand? He is preparing you. Silence is not absence, it is a preparation. God is training you right now. Even if you don't hear him or see anything changing, everything's look. But God is preparing. God is bringing certain people in our life. God is bringing certain situation in life, circumstance in life. Everything. Why? To train you right, even if you don't hear it or if you don't see any changes. So what's the summary ending point? How God prepare you in the silence. 7 points. How God prepare you. Number 1, by placing the right people around you. Number 2, training your compassion. Compassion is very important in your life. Don't be bitter-hearted. When you are alone, when you are rejected by people, bitterness will come and attack you. At that time, don't allow bitterness. Don't allow unforgiveness. Show the compassion by training your compassion. Number 2, by developing your gift. God has given you talents, gift. Everything is going to develop. 4th, by increasing your courage. God will give the courage to speak his word outwardly, boldly. What is correct? What is wrong? Yes is yes. No is no. I'm not afraid of people. I'm going to afraid to God by increasing your courage. Number 5, by using disappointment to strengthen you. Okay, disappointment. Yes. What I want to think happen, it didn't happen, but I'm strengthened in Christ. In Christ, I can do all things to strengthen you. By shaping your character, you are going to be a very nice person. Before you get angry for all things, now you become very, very quiet person, very, very self-controlled person, a very humble person, a very God-fearing person, goodness, faithfulness, God-fearing, self-control, all these characters coming to you. Number 7, by preparing you for the next chapter of your life. Next chapter, you have to be prepared. You have to go through that. So that's what we learned today. And what's the key point? when God seems silent, number one, God is shaping your skill. He is strengthening your heart and positioning your future. Three things are very, very important. And the memory verse is what is that? Even God forget you. See, God forgot. Even the person whom the Joseph helped him, forget him. But even though he forget him, God remembered him. Even though it is passing 2 years, he is in God's presence and God is going to lift up him. So today we learn the 7 things, very important thing, by how God prepared you in silence, by placing by placing the right people around you, by training your compassion, by developing your gift, by increasing your courage, by using disappointment to strengthen you, by shaping your character, by preparing you for next chapter of your life. Thank you for joining, children. God bless you all. Amen.